Recording. What's up, guys? So we're going to be going over trend lines and pretty much just reviewing homework and just like going through the homework and seeing which trend lines are actually valid and which ones that need help and what you can do to improve it. That's the best way I can do it. So looking at this trend line from the first homework submission tab, we want to have, remember guys, whenever we're looking at a trend line, we want to have three. May you make the picture. Is this picture small? Is this small guys? Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. I can't make it any bigger because I'm on a monitor, so it's pretty big. That's probably your thing. Okay, so remember, guys, when it comes to a trend line, what are we looking for, right? What is the number one characteristics to make a trend line? What is the number one? 3 touches. What else? So that we got 3 touches. I said it last night. What else? We not rejection. Not rejection. 3 touches trend. There we go. So remember, guys, it's called a trend line, right? So in this image, do we have 3 touches? And then do we have a trend? Do we have a trend, right? Do we have a trend? And do we have 3 touches? Okay, so you understand the characteristics. So that way, boom, you know that step right off the back. So now, when we're looking at this, now we're gonna, did it have aggressive moves, right? We want to trade trend lines that have aggressive moves. We want to see price actually reject, right? So did this one do it, right? Did it have aggressive moves every time it touched the trend line? All right, so yes. So this will be a valid trend line, guys, right here. Nice trend line. This is Nike daily time frame. Nice trend line. Good job on your homework on this one. So now let's look at this one. So this one, do we have 3 touches? Yep. And then do we have aggressive move? Actually, we're going to do it this way. I'm going to just say valid or invalid, right? Is this valid? Does it meet all our criteria? Right. It meets our criteria. Why? We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 touches on here. Then it finally broke. And then basically she's counting, the rest of it. Right. So then it just stayed above it. Right. So this is valid. So let's go to the next one. All right. Is this trend line valid? I'm going to agree with that as well. I'm going to say this is trend line is valid, but also, guys, look, I can't draw it right here. Can I? Let's see if I can annotate. I probably can. Let's see. Can I annotate? Yeah, I can. Hold on. So it has another trend line. So we had this trend line, it broke below, and then it started this new one. Wait, I drew that so wrong. Hold on. I'm gonna just do it this way. Okay. Well, it tried to. Hold on, I thought that was. Well, it had one right here, and then it broke down. Now it's coming to retest that trend line, right? So did this make, so yeah, this one is valid. I was just trying to see if I could draw another one. So this one is valid. So good job on your homework on this one. Oh man, hold on. Clear. Okay, so now let's go up. Oh, take the annotate off. Okay, so all right, so let's look. I ain't gonna go into like just each one. I'm gonna scroll up so I can get some of you guys homework as well. And then I'm gonna go into BWSO as well and grab some of those out of there. Okay, so when we're looking at this one, is this a valid trend line? Does it meet all the criteria that we have? If you're saying no, why no? Can you say, if you say no, why no? Let me know why it's invalid. This one looks valid to me. Yeah, it broke at the end, but it was valid all the way up to the end, right? So they didn't have to draw it all the way down here, but they could have just stopped right there. And then when it broke, they could see if it retested. But as you can see, this one just was all over the place. So it invalidated itself at the end. But in the beginning, right, we had a downtrend, rejection, rejection, rejection. Then it finally broke, right? So this trend line was valid, and then it got invalidated, you know, down here. But overall, this one is actually valid, right? Let me see if I can find some some ones that are. So let's see what this is. Okay, so this one right here. And we gonna go off about drawing them too, because I'm gonna get on y'all about drawing them as well. Is this valid? Like, I understand they got 3 touches, but I don't like this one. Does anybody know why I don't like this one? Well, actually, I probably didn't even teach this part. Your trend lines are not supposed to be steep, right? This is very steep, right? You don't want your trend line steep. When you're making trend lines, guys, you want it going, you know, at nice angles, not no downward movement like that or anything, right? So this person, they had the right idea, but you don't want to have it too steep, right? You want to have angles, right? You want to have a trend, because if we just got like just a huge impulsive move down, right? That ain't no trend. That's just a sell-off, right? So we want to have angles, right? You want to get those angles correctly. Did that make sense? So overall, the points make sense, but at the same time, guys, we need a angle. So this one, I will not close this one. And then I want to make it, you know, I want to make it, for me personally, when I draw trend lines, guys, I want to have it as close to the bodies as possible. Like bodies, wicks, whatever, just where it touched the candles the most at, right? Here, they kind of singled it out just to these wicks. They could have pulled this, you know, if it was, you know, a little better, they could have pulled this trend line closer and started piercing the wicks just to get a little more, you know, a little better, more touches. Because if they would have pulled it up and if it was slanted a little more, it would have touched way more if you would have pulled the trend line up. But that's all good. Like they had the right mindset, but I just want you guys to understand, guys, you want to make your trend lines where the most touches are common, right? So real quick, to make that make sense, let me draw this real quick. Right, let's see. Okay, hold on. What happened to the straight one? Oh, here it is. Okay. So this was a trend line, right? We're trying to get it to where it touched the most. Touched here, bounced there, bounced there, bounced there, then broke down. That's the type of stuff I want, right? We got a little angle. This one was a very steep move down. And even this, I would kind of be skeptical. I probably wanted a little more slanted, but overall, you know, somebody asked, what about the top? The top didn't include into the trend line. You know, it did try to bounce right there, so it kind of counted a little bit, but the trend line was really started messing up there and just kind of broke down, created a double top. If they would have spreaded their charts out, they would have noticed this was a double top at the top. You know, when we're thinking about the trend price, you want to keep making higher highs and higher lows. Up here, we made a higher high, and then we came back to that equal low right here. We came back to that equal low, right? And then we could not make another higher high, which created that double top, which then should have told you right then and there the trend was about to change. So, oh, I'm gonna get onto that in a minute. How do you zoom so it's not steep? I'm gonna go on my TOS and show you how to zoom a little bit. You just got to play with it, but you got to like move around. I'm gonna go into mine in a minute. But overall, guys, I don't want that too steep, right? I want you guys to zoom out, spread your charts up a little bit, and get those better trend lines. But as far as characteristics, you have the right mindset. Just want to fix that up just a tad bit, right? So let's X out of this. All right, let's go. Let's go find some ones. I'm looking for particular ones that I seen yesterday. So let's see. Well, let's do this one. It's a good one. If y'all can't see the charts, double tap the screen on your phone. Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, I forgot. That's how you zoom in. My bad. If that's what you were asking. Y'all good? We can continue. Everybody can see. Okay, cool. All right, so is this one valid? So yeah, we got yes, yes, yes. Okay, so overall, this one looks like what happened was with this particular trend line, it looked like this was kind of in more into a range. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna be real honest. This one looked like this was more a range. Like this person, like this probably was during the time. I don't know which chart this is, but this probably was during the time where the market was kind of chopping, kind of like slowly grinding up or something like that. And that's probably why I look like this. Normally, when the market is doing something like that, I won't even try to make a trail line out of it. But this one looked like the market was kind of choppy. It wasn't right, no real uptrend too much, but that's totally fine. This overall characteristics were correct. Now, the thing about I got people telling me, I noticed one thing in your homework, you guys draw channels a lot. That's what I noticed about you guys. I'm going to say, don't start drawing channels, guys. Just draw one layer, right? So if you're in an uptrend, guys, draw just a uptrend trend line, right? If you're in a downtrend, draw just a downtrend trend line, guys. Because the reason why is because I don't want you guys making channels right now. We're not channel trading. I will teach you guys that at a later date. But sometimes when you try to fit things in the channel, you start taking away from the actual trend line, right? If you're in the downtrend, you're only supposed to be taking puts at those rejection points. So why do you have a bottom trend line? You know what I mean? So you kind of want to, start practicing those things and just going from there. But overall, I don't want you guys to get into a habit of making channels, right? So if somebody just asked me earlier, they was like, Jay, what about the top one? Yes, we know that the top one connects, but we were in the uptrend, so I'm only drawing a trend line for an uptrend, right? Don't complicate it. You don't have to draw channels right now, okay? So just focus on one trend line at a time and trading opportunities within that trend line, okay? So don't worry about channels right now. Trust me, I'm gonna get on channels with you guys. That's a different way to trade those, other than the way you guys have been trading them. So, but overall, this trend line is valid, right? And then right here is when it got invalidated. But overall, the top trend line was pretty nice, right? Every time we hit this trend line, you could have took nice puts, ran back up, nice puts, ran back up, nice puts, right? And just took it down. How will you know where the price is going to go in order to exit? Your support and resistance levels, right? They tell us everything. Okay, so let's go back up. I'm trying to get y'all the trend lines I was seeing last night. Okay. Great. Okay. So what about this? Valid or invalidated? Valid or invalid? Valid, right? Now, I know some people are going to say, well, Jay, sometimes they break down. Guys, look, price is never going to be the same way. If you can identify a clear trend, and sometimes you will have breakdowns like this, guys, it's totally fine. If price is respecting that trend line as if that didn't happen, I'm going to let you count that, right? I don't want you guys to, right now in the beginning, of course, I only want you trading trend lines without all of that. And then as you get better, then you can start doing stuff like that, But overall, this is fine. This person obviously knew what they were doing. They counted this trend line. This is a correct trend line. This is a very nice one. So I feel like this is the one I sent, but they stole it. But okay. This definitely looked like NVIDIA. This is NVIDIA. I know NVIDIA. This is NVIDIA. This is definitely NVIDIA. This is NVIDIA daily time frame. All right, next. So I'm trying to get the ones that I seen last night. This is a nice trend line. Good job. Good job. Good job. Whoever this was, homework was great. Okay, I'm trying to get the ones I wanted to show you guys last night. Where are they at? All right, I want to speak on this trend line real quick because I know I'm gonna have a lot of this, right? Okay, guys. So is this a valid trend line for both on both of them? But I want to speak on this one a little bit. Yep, it is. Now, One thing about me, and it's probably just me, right? But one thing about me is when it comes to anything I do, I don't like this. I don't like all of this space, right? I don't like that, right? That's too much space for me. The top trend line is fine in the downtrend, but the reason why I don't like this much space is because it's a lot of price missing, right? We just had an impulsive move up and it just held this top trend line for the longest. And then it finally came down to this bottom trend line, right? So I wouldn't do all of that. I will make it for me personally. I will lose this part and only count this part as a trend line. Y'all see what I'm talking about? These 3 touch points, right? Y'all see that? I wouldn't count all of this space, right? I don't want that much space. I want price to react in between my trend lines nicely, efficiently. I want everything to be so smooth, right? This is not smooth. Something like that is not smooth because look, this is actually a very hard trend to trade if we're being honest, because the thing with trend lines is you wanted to reject these points and make a nice aggressive move down. This one kind of just held it. So I don't really like this trend line and I don't really like all this space. So I'm gonna say the rejection points are definitely fine, but overall, this didn't give you this. I wouldn't count this only because the major reason why I wouldn't count this is because of that space and we don't have those aggressive moves down, right? Because at any time, this can just break or do some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So I will only count this bottom part right here. That's just my personal opinion. Will I consider this a wedge? No, not one bit, not one bit, guys. This is not a wedge, right? I told you about that. Oh, hold on. I think this person hasn't been in the. Are you new Zoom user? Zoom user guy. Okay. I already know because my mentees know I get on them about this. I get on them about this. I get on them about this. So let's really quickly. Same reason, too much space, right? So when we go to the whiteboard real quick, this is a good teaching lesson, right? Oh, where is my? I don't even know where my tools at. Okay. Okay. So whenever you have a wedge, right? Your job is you want the price to react off those trend lines and get smaller and smaller and smaller right at support and bounce out. When you have something like that, I drew that wrong. Okay. When you got something like we just seen, where it go like this, you know, that's not real price action. You get what I'm saying? Like there's too much space. And sometimes it can work, but a lot of the times, you know, it just do this and just send off, right? So you want to get good patterns. I told you guys, I'm only risking my capital on things that actually is real price action, right? We want to have price reacting. That's how a falling wedge work. We want to have it reacting at both trend lines and then break out. That's how it's supposed to work. This can literally do anything. This be the wedges that you buy to break out, and then they just come back down because all it was right here, and it just happened to break out that one time and come down, right? So we want things that actually we want good price action. Now, sometimes you will have it to where, you know, you draw a wedge or whatever, and it might do something like this. It might give you a little more space or something like that and go like that, right? It might not touch it all the way, then break out. That's fine. But if you have something like we just seen, right? Oh, I gotta share my screen again. Oh, wait, I gotta pull up Discord again. And don't feel bad if you didn't understand. I mean, if you didn't know that right now, you will know it in a minute. I mean, you will know it by the end of this. Okay. Let me pull back up Discord real quick, guys. My bad, y'all. All right, there we go. Let's get back on Discord. Share screen. Discord. Okay. All right, we're back. So Overall, that is what I'm saying. So you see at the bottom of this wedge right here, you see how it broke down at the bottom, guys? Y'all see that? You see how it's breaking down now? If you were trading the right wedge, it should do it at the, it should act accordingly, right? So you got little breakouts like that, and it's harder to trade them. Now, the problem that I have with people that trade stuff like this is it will work sometimes, and then they will think that it's actually that's how you're supposed to do it, right? It'll work, right? And that's just not. I'm going to teach you guys the right way, the correct way to do something, right? Do it the right way. If you learn to do it the right way, you don't have to worry about it messing up later on. So let's go to the next homework. I'm about to show y'all the one with the range, so y'all can kind of get an example. Plug my computer up. Okay, we're good. Can you draw horizontal lines on the chart? Looks like you retested. I had to come back to that one. Let me go here. Let me quick. I'm trying to show y'all like an actual, the ones I seen last night, because these other ones are pretty decent. We get better at it. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's see these. Let's see real quick. Ooh. Okay. All right, so is this valid? No, right? Why isn't this valid, guys? No trend. This was chop, right? There's no trend. There's no aggressiveness. There's nothing, right? This is literally just I honestly don't, what is this? I don't even know why I even look like this. But nothing, right? There was nothing. So this is not a trend, right? So this is a good example of something that's not a trend. So I will tell this person to focus on, when they go back and make trend lines, right? To focus on finding aggressive moves, right? Aggressive moves. You want moves, like you want price to really react off your trend lines, right? That's how you catch a good trade. Because understand this. Let's just say this for anybody that made like Jay Will is touching. How are you gonna make a trade off of this? You're gonna take puts where? Like where are you taking puts off of? Like it's not. How are you guaranteeing that you're gonna make money? Because like let's say that it touched a trend line right here. You took puts. Okay, maybe you got a couple percentage, but let's say that you took puts. Took puts at one of here, right? And it came back up and tested. Like, how do you know, right? It's not making an aggressive move for you to even get enough. It's not making an aggressive move enough for you to even make money off of. So that's not a trend, right? So this is an example of not a trend. Okay, let's go look at some more. Okay, so they got a couple trend lines on here. Okay, so look, is this a trend line? Nope, invalid. What about this one? Yep, that's valid. I ain't gonna lie. To whoever homework this is, what I want you to do is, to this weekend, I want you to go in and I want you to find trend lines that are a little more aggressive, because I see that you're getting the touches part down, but what I want you to do is I want you to actually find moves, right? I want you to actually find trading opportunities, right? That's what I want you to find. What about this top yellow trend line? Is that valid? Hey, that's crazy because somebody said kinda, because in my head I'm like, it yeah, no, yeah, no. I would say me personally, I'm going to say no. And the reason why is because I just need a little more for me, right? I just need a little more aggressiveness, right? I need a little more, I need Price to really react off of it. And this one just seemed a little too forced. Price, as you can see, Price didn't like this trail line at all. It broke it pretty easily. So for me, I personally don't like this one. I would just say this weekend, just you got the touches down right, but I kind of want you to just expand your charts a little bit and kind of look for those bigger moves where a price can actually bounce off of, right? And yeah, this is looking more of a channel, and maybe it's probably the way you took the picture. Probably, I'm not sure, but yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, I already talked to that person, guys. So just let the person homework this is, just let them just this weekend, just work on finding more aggressive moves. We're not even gonna go over Zimbel. We already know she know how to do trend lines. All right, looking at this one. Is this a valid trend line? Yep. We got a nice touch, rejection, sell off, came back, rejection, rejected again. Then it finally broke above. And then if you were a breakout trader, which you will learn breakouts, as it came to break above, you could have took calls there, right? And look how it hit. It hit that first target, that first point. I told you guys I'm gonna teach you point levels similar to like pivot points. So that'll be the first level. It hit it. Second level, hit it on the money, right? And you were able to take this trade. Good trade line. Good job. Yes, please resubmit. If I went over your homework and I said that you want to probably redo it, please resubmit it. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes I will take, sometimes I will wait for a retest, or sometimes I'll just take the break. It literally just depends, right? It literally just depends on the trade. You guys will learn that, right? Trust me. Anything I know, you will know. Okay, so we can just go over Zen Bells real quick. Okay, she went on the phone, so that's not gonna work anyway. So, all right, is this a valid trend line? Yep, great trend line. We're looking like we're about to get a bounce. This is Home Depot. Look like we're about to get a nice bounce. Did Home Depot bounce today? Because this could have been a trading opportunity. Yes, you can submit tonight. Oh, trust me, everybody can. If you didn't submit, you got lucky because yeah, we going over trend lines again. So I'm going over. I like showing you good ones and bad ones. That way, this weekend I can go over the homework again and see if they improved. Because it got rough last night. Just being honest. I mean, we were looking through them trend lines like this is gonna be a long, long day. I think that circle tool is the radius tool. I don't really know what the name of that tool is. Overall, great trend line, right? We ain't gonna spend too much time on it. So that person is good, good, good. You already know that one is good. Good, good. These are good, great trend lines right here. This is a good one. You can't really even see it for real, but this is a great trend line right here. Good job. Who did this? I know them white candles. Is this pop? Damn, they said. Oh no, it's somebody else. Oh wow, this is actually a boot camp mentee. So this is a new mentee that just got it. So good job. Good job. One of them was too steep though. I will say that. Let me go check which one that was. Nope, none of them. Actually, none of them were too steep. Nope, them good. I'm not really of a big fan of this one too much. We had a nice little angle. I want to just I don't really I'm not liking that space all the way, and that's why price didn't really bounce hard off of it when they touched that level again. I don't really like the space too much on this, but overall, identifying the trend lines, they're doing a pretty good job at it. If you like, for example, if you have to draw this much space, guys, you're better off just cutting that whole part out of the trade and just trading these three, right? To where price to actually reject them. But other than that, this person is doing a good job of identifying trend lines. And you got to understand, guys, some of theirs probably look a little steep, especially if they got the phones or whatever and just how they took the screenshot. Pretty decent trend lines. Just start to try to find a way to close up those gaps. Those are good. Those are good. Those are good. Those are good. Good job, Pop. Let's see. I'm trying to find the ones I seen yesterday. Pretty decent. Okay, there we go. We got another one. All right. Is this valid? No, right? This is invalid, right? This person just drew they just drew a line through the they just drew a line through it. Yeah, I mean you're identifying the trend. I honestly don't know what to say about this one. We just need to have some type of on this, we just need to have like an actual trend line, right? You just kind of just drew that price is going up. I need you to actually go in and find trend lines where price is reacting off of these trend lines, right? So I'm gonna definitely need you to redo the homework. Maybe just identify the current trend. Yeah, that's kind of what they were doing. It's definitely like it's a 1 hour, so I don't know why I look like this. I don't know why. Like that's why I say I don't know what to say. I ain't never seen Price actually act like this. I don't know why it looks like this. I have no clue. I've never seen Price act like this. But is that a flagpole? No. I don't like. I mean, we don't know unless it start making a correction. This I don't know what kind of chart this is. Yeah, I've never seen Price act like that. So I definitely would say redo the homework on this one. Yeah, that was Forex. Yep, that was British pound. Okay, let's see. Okay. Actually, I see a lot of these, right? So let's go ahead and answer it. Is this a valid trend line? Now this I see a lot of, so I need everybody to pay attention real quick to this one. No. And the reason why I'm saying no is because I understand, guys, you're drawing where it touches, right? But at the same times, you have to have the characteristics that come with it, right? You want to have the touches, you want to have the touches, you want to have the aggressive moves, right? You just want to have trading opportunities. This right here, this was chop, right? You just drew a trend line and chop, right? There was no clear trend. Price actually looked like it was actually in the range, if we being honest, from here to down there. It looked like it was just ranging. This one, I'm gonna just say no on this one. I need a trend. And this actually looked like it was overall in the downtrend as well. This is kind of just too choppy, right? You don't really have any clear trading opportunities when it comes to this, right? So I want you to go ahead and redo the homework and give me a trend, right? We want to see price. We want to see higher highs and higher lows. We want to see lower highs and lower lows. We want to see price actually reacting off of these levels rather than just going up, right? Draw good trend lines, guys. You want trading opportunities. That's the whole point. We're not drawing trend lines just to draw them. We're drawing them to find trading opportunities, right? This one is a little better, a little better. I still want a little more aggressiveness out of this, but this one is a little better. I would say zoom out your charts a little more. I wouldn't be mad at this one too much. It gave you a little more room, but overall, I still need a little more. We want to draw good things, right? We want to draw things that give us opportunities. This one wasn't bad though, right? It gave you a trading opportunity. You could have traded the breakdown, death cross, and just wrote it down. But I still need a little more. I want more aggressive moves, right? Yep, I'm glad they said that. So somebody said this is more a secondary trend rather than a primary trend, right? This is exactly what this is. This is more of a secondary trend, right? That means you have your big trend, and then they make little trend lines, inside the little inside the bigger one. So this looked like this was actually a secondary trend, but this would have been a good trading opportunity. Right here we had a higher low, higher low. We refused to make another higher high, created a double top with trend line, broke down, took puts, had a nice ride down, right? So overall, this was a trading opportunity, but this isn't the trend that we're looking for, but this one was better. So I'm not going to down this one. Good job on this one. So let's keep going. I'm trying to get the ones I've seen last night. If I'm skipping through yours, then obviously I don't see them I don't like. Great job. Great. Whoever this is, great job. Okay, this one of the okay. I know what this is. Great job. Is this valid, guys? Yep, great job. This is a great job of a trail line, right? Good job. It's perfect. Literally perfect. And nothing is perfect in trading, but this is perfect. Okay. I know we getting closer up, right? So let's go ahead. I already seen that. I checked that one last night. I checked all of these. Everything above here I checked last night. All right. So now let's get into the good stuff. Okay. I'm not sure if it's the way they had their charts, but I'm going to say no. I will have to see your charts, maybe zoom them out a little bit. I don't know why it looks like this a little bit, but overall, I don't see really any aggressive moves. I mean, price just was reacting. And as you can see, it was able to break it down easily and start chopping or whatever. Especially this bottom one. This is not a trend line on this bottom part at all. Price did not react off this trend line at all, right? So this person, I'm gonna need you to redo the homework. And I need trend lines that are more aggressive and actually reacting to price. And it looked like this person did it multiple times. And like I said, this could be because of the way, like this kind of way you had your computer set up. But overall, I'm gonna need to redo the homework. But then on here, you had it right. So maybe that was just you, because on here, you had nice trend lines, right? So I don't know. That one, I'm probably need to see more work right here. But this one, was this valid, guys? Yep, this is valid. I'll take this, right? And then we started a new one, right? Nice catching a new one. So this person got the idea. I would just need to, I would need you to fix the other ones. But this one, a great trail line rejections. Good job. Yeah, these last one look kind of, whatever, but you know, but overall, that's fine. We had another trail line up here. We had another top trail line. We could have kept taking rejections there and created that one and go from there. But overall, they understand the concept. Just got to get out of the habit of drawing these. Please don't do this, guys. Do not make trail lines like this, right? We want price to actually react. This, I've been seeing this as well too. Do not do this, right? Just because it looks like it's touching, this is not a trail line. So we're almost done with this one. And then we're gonna go to BWSO, check some of those out. I was looking at those as well last night. I'm just trying to find the other ones. All of these are pretty decent. Pretty decent. We're still gonna have to work on them. Okay, here go another one. Is this valid? Yes or no? No. This is a range, right? This is a range, guys. This is not a trend line, right? It has to have a trend. This is a range, right? Price is not making a trend price is not making no trend. It's definitely a range. We do not trade in ranges. So that person, I'm definitely gonna need you to do the homework again. All right. What about this one, guys? Is this a trend line? Nope, not a trend line. Not a trend line, right? I'm gonna need you guys to actually trade things that react. Okay. We don't make those. All right, last one. Is this a trail line? It was just like just a up, like kind of just like a little push up. It wasn't really nothing. Guys, just because you see something in your charts, everything is not something, right? everything, because I think people don't understand it. Like just because you have candles in your charts don't mean that it's something. You know what I mean? So no, this one isn't a trend line either. We want price. This was actually just in a range. It looks like a little slanted, but this was just in a range. If you would have went to like a bigger time frame, probably this is like this is a lower time frame. If you would have went to a bigger time frame, you would have just seen price reacting with between these levels, right? This is not a range. I mean, it's not a trend line. Yeah, this person definitely gonna have to do the homework, and I definitely want to see. Hopefully, you're on this class so you kind of see what to work on. But that's not a trend line either. But it's okay. That's all fine. We're here to learn, right? We're here to learn. That's why we have in this class reviewing them. You didn't look at good examples. We didn't look at bad examples. Take that information. Don't feel that you're in the wrong or anything. Take the information so we can make some money, right? Go ahead and get that fixed and then come back. That's what we're here for. Yeah, and they could be trends on smaller time frames, but overall, we want to start identifying trends on bigger time frames. That way, you kind of have a clear trend first. Yeah, their scaling looks off as well, right? You need to stretch it out a little bit. All right, this as well. Is this a trend line? I like the daily time frame. Nope, this is a range. This is a range, right? This is not a trend line. Let's not draw those, right? We want to have a clear trend. This is nothing but chop, right? We want to have clear trends. All right, I'm gonna go through. Let me see. I'm just trying to make sure I get all of them. Get a nice chunk to kind of where you guys got ideas. Okay, is that all the homework? I think that's it. I think that's all the homework. Yeah, that's all the homework. Okay. So let me go to. I gotta log in to BWSO. Is it a chart was gross? Let me start the recording real quick so I can log into BWSO real quick. Pause. All right, we're gonna continue looking at trend lines and let's see. Is this valid, guys? I agree. I agree with the top one. I'm gonna have to see. I need to see the rest of this. The rest of this chart to tell. Oh, this is Visa. They cheated. But I think that one, if this is the chart that I think it is, I think that is the valid one. But I would need to see more chart. But overall, um, but this one could have been a little. I would like a little more, maybe come down a little bit to touch the candles just a little bit better. But overall, I'm gonna say this one is pretty good. The top one is. I don't know about this other one yet, but the top one got clear, nice rejections, nice aggressive moves. Then at the end, it kind of didn't touch it, but that's totally fine because it's still valid, right? So it can finally touch it in the future and either break or break down, right? So this one, I'm gonna call this one good. Is this a valid trend line? We got some yes. We got a no. Yes. Okay. So I actually know the problem with this one. There was the way they scaled it. This is actually a trend line, but the way they scaled it, the way like they could have played with their charts a little bit, it would have made it look a little more aggressive. But I'm gonna say, yeah, this one is one. I probably would have liked something a little more different. But I think this is only because of the way they scaled it. That's the only problem I think is wrong with this one. All right, is this a valid trend line? There's both of these. Yes. I'm gonna say yes, right? But one thing about this one, I will eliminate, like I don't know if they just drew it just to have it longer or whatever, but I would just have start from right here, then bounce, and look like we about to get ready to bounce again, right? We do have some space here. Not really a big fan of that, but overall, That's fine. Price really did react though. That's kind of when you have spaces like this, if you got price reacting like that, I'm gonna go ahead and count it. Look how I want it to be tighter. Like honestly, me personally, I want this one to be tighter. But if you see how aggressively it jumped off, look at that. Look at that. Look how aggressive that was, right? Look how it literally reacted. Like it just really reacted. So I'm gonna count that, right? So I would probably want it a little more, but that's totally fine. And this top trend line, I will bring this down a little bit more, kind of, start piercing it a little bit because you would have got probably a better reading. That's all though. Tighter, I mean, you're not gonna get it, but I'm saying I would kind of like when I draw trend lines, I try to like eliminate as much space as possible. You're not gonna get that every time, but eliminate it a little, get it a little tighter, make it when you bouncing, you want your bounces a little bit tighter instead of these wide bounces and everything. But overall, you're not going to get that every time. So we're not even going to, stress too much about it. But overall, this reacted. So I'm going to definitely call this one a trend line. Good job on this one. All right. So this one, I'm not a big fan of this one, right? Is this a valid trend line? No, I'm not going to count this one. This one just price just pretty much just sold off, guys. It ain't really react to it. It kind of just held it. And then when it tried to bounce, I mean, this one, guys, not really a good trend line to be trading. Some traders might count it. I'm not gonna allow you to count this because we want trend lines that give us trading opportunities. This one you would have bought calls thinking it's going to bounce and it was just ate your contracts up and then came back. You tried to buy it again or average down, just ate your contracts up, right? It didn't give you a really good trading opportunity. No clear stop loss on this or anything, right? So no, I'm not going to count this one. So I did see this in you guys' homework. I did see a lot of channel trading, drawing within channels. That's totally fine, but that's one of those. I hope you took profit. Yeah, literally. I hope you took profits at 3%. Okay, so I've seen a lot of you guys drawing channels. Channels are fine. But remember what I just said. You didn't know this already, but I want you guys to focus on just drawing trend lines right now, not channels. This is a channel, but I want you guys to focus on just drawing one trend line. If it's in a downtrend, draw a trend line to the downside, right? If it's in an uptrend, draw up an uptrend. I mean, a trend line to the upside. I don't want you guys getting into a habit of drawing channels right now. But overall, good job on the rejection here. Came back, rejected here. Came back, rejected here. Good top trend line. The bottom trend line, I would not have started it from there. I would have started it from here. Bounced, then kind of just bounced, right? And bounced. I'm going to count this one. I got a little choppy at the end. You can't control what it does at the end. But overall, this one, I would have probably wanted this. I wouldn't call this. So I categorize stuff. This to me probably wouldn't be an A+ trend line. This would probably be more like a C. Like this is one of those trend lines. This bottom one is one of those is like, and I got a little extra money in my brokerage account. I'll go ahead and put it in, right? This ain't one of those like, to me personally, that bottom one. I would definitely work on that bottom one. But overall, great job on the top one. Yeah, I'll check in a minute. All right, so overall, I do like this. I do trade stuff like this. Good job on this one. We had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches, and then broke down. I do like stuff like this. We created another one. I think you scaled this one a little different because I know that point was probably a little more aggressive. By just looking at it, I can kind of tell. Because if not, if this is how the chart looks, that would be invalid simply because of it was too steep, right? But yeah, so yeah, scaling it just a little bit and you'll be fine. What do you do when the lines are merging? How do you intercept? I'm going to teach. I have a whole strategy on this, right? When the lines merge like this. This is one of my favorite things, right? You guys are going to learn all of that. How do you determine the correct scale? You just play around with it and see. Like, don't complicate it, guys. I always got to remind people that to bring them back up, just to where it looks good to you, right? Just where it looks good to you guys. but that one is too steep, so I'm not going to count that one, right? We want this one was good, but we didn't like that. Okay. My boy Lawrence on here. How do you adjust the scale on TradingView? Right here on the side, you just grab the little numbers and you grab the bottom of here and you kind of play around with it a little bit. But it is what I said made sense. Did it make sense? All right, cool, cool. I'm gonna get y'all together. Gotcha. All right, so let's go look up. I know we had some ones from earlier. All right, there we go. We got a good one right here. Was this a trend line? Nope. Nope. Right. We didn't have a clear, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have no aggressive moves. This didn't give us a real nice trading opportunity, right? We want actual moves, guys, right? I can, some people might say this might be a secondary one. Honestly, guys, this kind of was low-key a range. If you're really being honest, this kind of was in a range. It wasn't in an uptrend, really, right? Because it pretty much just stayed in the same area, if we're being honest, right? As far as steepness, no, I'm not going to say too steep. This was a pretty good angle. This wasn't a bad angle. It just didn't give no real bounces off of it, right? Price just kind of held above the trail line. As you can see, when it came up, it didn't really bounce off of it. Aggressive moves is you want a candle to touch the trend line and you want to have a nice move up, right? You want to have it actually bounce off the trend line, not just holding above it. Like we want to see actual bounces, right? And before we end this Zoom, I'm gonna show y'all the ones that I'll be trading so we can go back over mines again. But you want to actually see trading opportunities on the trend lines. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? Because my mentees, they will tell you they draw stuff like this to hold trades longer. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about trend lines. We're not talking about drawing a line to hold the trade longer. So how they would do it is they would have like, let's say they bought calls or whatever for some other reason. They'd draw like a trend line to like basically if price can keep, not a trend line, but if price can keep going above this line, then I would just keep the trend. I would just keep the trade. Somebody said a speed line. I've never heard it being a speed line, but I will look that up. That's probably a name for it. But overall, that's what they do. So as soon as price decides to break down, then they cut the trade, right, and take profit. So that's another strategy that we'll get into. But guys, right now, I want you to focus on making good trend lines to take trading opportunities off of. So those bars hugging throw this. Yep. It throws it off because just how they're just hugging it. They're not really bouncing off of it. Is this a valid trend line? I'm not gonna lie. It started off looking like it could have been one, but then it got real ugly. And this one, I wouldn't recommend trading stuff like this. This is actually could potentially be a falling wedge if we're being honest. The way it looks, yeah, this can be a falling wedge. I know it's a little ugly, but this one I probably wouldn't. It's just kind of just at the end, it kind of just gave the trading opportunity away. You would have got pretty chopped up down here, so I wouldn't even have traded this if that makes sense. So just try to find trend lines that are a lot more cleaner. Remember, guys, we want to understand, guys, you're putting your money on the line, right? You're putting your money on the line. So you only want to put your money in things that are worth it. I don't think this is worth your capital. I don't think this is worth the headache of you taking this trade right here based off of a trend line. I don't think that this is worth the headache, right? This is pretty much just chopped up your contracts. If you made money, you made money. But overall, this one was just a little not, you want to have clean setups, guys. And I'm going to get you guys into that. Like as far as taking clean, we want clean trades, guys, clean things. We want things that are clean and smooth. And that way it eliminates stress. This trade would have stressed you out for sure. For sure. This trade would have stressed you out all the way, right? That's one thing about my trading, right? I don't be stressed out when I'm trading like I used to. Why? Because I only take things that are clean and clear. If it's not clean and clear, I don't want it. And that eliminates the stress, right? This would have stressed you out. So for this person, just go in and find a cleaner chart, right? Not every chart is going to be nice enough to trade. This one was not. But this is looking like a falling wedge. So on a breakout intraday, would you wait? Hold on, guys. We'll answer these questions at the end because that ain't part of the trend line class. All right, so you want to see buyers or sellers officially step in alone? Yes, yes. Does the color of the candle? No, nope. The color of the candle never matters because I trade with colorless candles. Nope. So let's keep going. We're gonna go over a couple more of these, and I'm also gonna be looking over the weekend, giving y'all more feedback that way, just rather than class, so we don't have a very long video. I'm just trying to get through the good ones. I'm not gonna like this one either. Those one of the this is kind of like a line to where you just hold it, but I really can't tell too much on how the picture is set up. So this person, can you please send me another some better pictures so I can kind of see? Because I'm not gonna say that it's wrong. I can't tell from right here, right? Is this a valid trend line, guys? Okay, so this one, I feel like the position of the tread line was back. I mean, the position was a little off. I would have positioned this a little differently. It would have gave you a clearer tread line, right? This one not really respecting at all. If anything, like it's respecting a trend, but the way you drew it was wrong, right? So we want to fix the way you drew it, right? We want to actually have it connect, right? Because there is a trend line there. We just the way you drew it was wrong. So go ahead and go in your charts and try to fix the way you drew it, adjust it, and then let me know. Send it to me and let me know. Okay. So I think we're starting to get repetitive as far as trend lines right now. Um, as far as stuff like this, like price, yeah, it's like it's kind of like you see how it's kind of holding before it drops, right? We want to have, a little more cleaner. This one, especially this is not a trend line at all. So I definitely want this person to go back in and just kind of work on finding better trend lines, and that's definitely not a trend line. That's just like a sell-off, right? This is definitely not it. But that's totally fine. Like I said, we're here to learn. We're going to just keep getting better. Overall, we want to go in here and we want to redo the homework based off of, what it could be, but what I want you to do is based off of the class that we had today, I just want this person to go back in and redraw them, right? And I want to see, because I feel like this person kind of know what they're doing. I just feel like they need to redraw it based off of this class, right? So go see there. Same thing here, right? This is not a trend line. It's gonna be a secondary one. It's cool. Overall, this was one of those trend lines that we have that's like a secondary one to hold our trade longer. So let's say we bought calls down here, as long as it was keeping this little uptrend, then as soon as it had broke here, you would have cut and took the trade, right? So this is a different strategy for a different day. But overall, we're looking at nice trend lines. This one is not it. All right. Okay. So this one, we already know. I'm pretty sure this person, when they drew this, I'm pretty sure if they're on class, they kind of already know the answer to this one. None of these are trend lines. You just basically identified just moves up and just you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure this person's seen the class right so far and they kind of understand where they went wrong on this one. So I don't have to go into too much detail. You guys already know what's wrong on this one as well. So yeah, this one, we just want to go in there and we want to find like actual nice, like I can tell this person, they're going to be good when everything clicks. I promise you this person right now, her name is, I don't even know how to say it. I'm not even going to say the name the right way. I'm not even going to attempt to say the names, but it starts with an M. This person, I can tell they're going to be really good at holding their trades longer. I can tell this just the way that they're identifying things. This person is going to get better at holding their trades longer. If they have problem holding their trades, this person is going to be good with that once they put everything together, right? So definitely, I understand what you're drawing right now, but trust me, I'm gonna get to that for at another time. But overall, this is definitely a strategy that I use to hold my trades longer. That's how I'm able to make those 100% returns. But overall, we're trying to identify trend lines right now, not stuff like this. Yeah. We already know about this one, right? Just want to go in there and find real trend lines. I know this person know what they need to do to get done, right? We're not even gonna go over those too much. This person, they know. Love the work ethic though. Okay, yeah, just go in there and make some better trend lines. That'll be fine. So I already know. Okay, this one was good. Nice aggressive moves, right? Nice aggressive moves right here. Then it finally broke, right? Good job on this one. We also had some more trend lines at the top, right? We had another one right here. FedEx pretty much has made trend lines. As you can see, we created patterns here. Good job. So we had a rising wedge into it, rejected. What else we had? Looked like we had a little double bottom, a little bit to retest the trend line. They rejected it again. So overall, this person, pretty good job on the identifying, rejection points. And then you would have had a nice trade right here. This would have been pretty nice from $240 all the way to that low. Guys, look, real quick, while we on this real quick, I just wanted to show y'all something real quick. Look at the I told y'all, it's like a magnet, guys. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna show y'all. Look at the magnet. Look at that. We got the rising wedge. Then the bottom of that trend line is money. Where did it go? Come on now. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like this right here alone can just grab your account up. Just right. It literally, look, you see it. You see it. So I'm glad. I can't wait till people start actually doing that. That definitely helps me hold my trades longer. Literally, the bottom of the pattern is the target, right? Look, 90% of the time is going there. I mean, I don't know what else y'all want from me, right then and there. That can change your life right there. So definitely want to if that's something you want to learn from me, please, if it ain't anything you learn from me, learn that at least. Every time. Practice seeing those. I can't wait till we go over chart patterns. That's my favorite. But this person, good job. There we go. Good job to this person. Nice bounce. Nice bounces. Good job. Good job. Good job. That one's cool. That one's cool. That one's cool. This person is I can see the growth. Just keep practicing trend lines and then it'll get a lot more easier. I definitely see the growth from Mariah. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Good job. I can see some Bill. Let's see. Okay, I'm pretty sure this person as well. They probably see in the class right now, and they already know. Like I know what I need to work on. We're not going to go off of there. We have channel trading. Like I said, we're going to go over that. But overall, I want trend lines, right? This one not too bad. We're still channel trading right now. So for homework for this person, I like this one. This is the first. This actually out of all the homework I didn't went over, this is the first time I've seen somebody draw like an actual straight trend line. But the thing about this is these are this would be for me, this would be more a support level rather than trying to make it a trend line. The reason why is we don't have a trend. You guys get what I mean? Like we don't have like an actual trend right here. You know what I mean? I want people to understand that, right? And I know I didn't say that in class last night, so that way, for you guys that did the homework, if you have to redo it, that's fine. Remember, we want to have a uptrend or a downtrend. This was pretty much just a range, right? Even though it reacted, this is just be a support. It's at a support level. It bounced off that support level, right? Everything not going to be a trend line, right? Other than that, this person know what they need to work on. Yep. Just find better, more aggressive moves, right? We want more aggressive moves. Don't really start drawing channels too much. This one wasn't bad about this part. We had nice bounce. There we go. Wasn't too bad. Yeah. That person know what they need to work on. Yeah, like this right here. No, I want more aggressive moves, but they know what they need to work on. So I'll be expecting to see their homework. Good job on this person right here. Good job. Good job. Good job. You were doing so good, and then you drew this. You drew this. You were on the streak. You were on the streak. You was killing it. You was on the streak. Then you got lazy. You got lazy. Right here, this is not a trend. You got lazy. You know how to draw trends. Just don't be lazy now, right? We want to draw good things, right? You were lazy on this one. This was not a trend line. It's all good. Just keep practicing. But other than that, the other ones are fine. I don't know why that one's like, oh, you did another one, right? You got lazy on this one, right? We want aggressive moves, right? You got lazy. Yeah, this person, like, they know how to draw them. They just got lazy. They're like, you know what? He said 10 charts, so I'm gonna just post 2 extra ones so he don't notice. Nah, I noticed it. I noticed that you got lazy on them. Yeah, I got y'all. But overall, guys, I'm gonna finish going through the homework and definitely let you guys know. We're trying to see this person. You already know you didn't have the aggressive. I'm pretty sure after going over all of these examples, you guys will definitely fix the mistakes. And then the ones I don't get, like right here, we're gonna stop right here. And then I'm gonna finish going through them over the weekend because I love looking through stuff like this. You know, looking through homework, it helps me teach you guys, right? So I'm gonna go over the weekend. Me and the mods, we're gonna go over in the weekend, and we're going to let you know any more feedback and go from there because you know it'll take all day going through all of them. So while we're doing that, everybody feel comfortable, or they have any questions so far as trail lines right now? Any questions? Like, you know, any questions? And I'll make sure this is uploaded just so like you have so many different examples, guys. So go this weekend, guys, go in, make good trade lines, right? We want good trade lines that give us nice trading opportunities, right? I don't mind going through your homework. I don't mind. I'm being honest. I have to be a trader, you have to have a pretty simple life, right? I have a pretty simple life, right? My guy Lawrence, he traveling and all that. You know, me personally, I'm just chilling in the house right now, so I'm able to go and look at homework, right? Um, so I like stuff like this. So is it a preferred time frame? Obviously, you want to start with the daily time frame. That'll give you, you know, the best trend. But overall, there's no like best time frame. I do trade a lot of my time frames from the daily time frame though. So if that kind of gives you like, oh, what he prefer, I would prefer a daily time frame. But overall, you know, you can have them on a 15-minute, hourly, you know, 4-hour, daily, weekly, monthly. It doesn't matter. But you have so many examples. How do you feel about okay, somebody asked me something. How do you feel about Traillines Pro on TradingView? Is that like TradingView got they got that cheating stuff? Oh man. I know TradingView be having all these tools where they be drawing it for you and stuff. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If that's what I don't know if that's what you're trying to say, but oh, they have a tool. See, I'll be so shocked. Like my mentees, they be telling me all the time. Like they be like, "Oh, Trader, why didn't you just use TradingView?" I'm like, "What? What you mean just use TradingView?" They're like, "It got a tool." And I'm like, "Man, if y'all don't stop using these tools, learn to do it yourself, and then you can use the tool. But you have to learn how to do it yourself. Don't let TradingView be the ones to, you know, TradingView. You know, they not taking the trade for you, right? You want to learn it yourself, right? We want to be independent traders. We want to be able to. We rely only on ourselves, right? And that's kind of how I want y'all to learn, right? That's the whole point of me doing it. I don't like hand holding, guys. I rather teach you, and that way you execute on your own, right? These tools are like spoiling y'all. Like I'm not against using tools. I'm just saying, like for example, um, sometimes me and Lawrence we use the level up algo. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. But we understand price action as well. So just having those tools help a little bit, but overall, like we could do it without the tools. Some people can't even like live off of without an indicator, right? I can delete every indicator off my chart and still be profitable. I actually did that. Every year, what I normally do is for about a month or two, I trade solely price action. I use nothing, no indicators, no nothing, no moving averages, nothing. I trade solely price action just to make sure that my price action skills are up to par, right? So if you guys want to start doing that, maybe paper trading it, deleting everything and just trading solely price action and support and resistance levels, and try that for a couple of months. It'll definitely help with your skills. I do that every year, right? Just to get better, just to get better. I ain't even use volume. I'm telling you, they'll tell you. I literally, they was watching me the whole time doing it. I was like, look, I'm using price action. And it was working. I was hitting. And then that's when the market started getting choppy. So I needed the indicators to kind of identify the trend a little quicker than just the price action. But I was doing it good. I was actually liking it for about a good 2.5 months before the market started like really getting harder to trade and choppy. So I needed that extra confirmation to take my trades. But yeah, I did it for about a good 2 months. Every year I do it just to make sure that I still like I'm not getting spoiled by these indicators, right? Another question was, how do you block out the noise of trading of people who do not believe in trading? See, if I'm being real honest, I'm at a point in my life where I kind of already went through that stage where, I was telling people I wanted to be a trader. I wanted to dedicate all my time and everything to it. Guys, you have to realize, right? Whenever you do something out of the norm, nobody's going to always agree with what you're doing, right? They're never going to agree with what you're doing if you're doing something out of the norm, right? If you're doing something different from the rest of the crowd, you're never going to be looked at, the right way or the way you feel like you should be. You're probably not going to have the support. You're not going to have none of that. So you just got to take that and do what's best for you, right? Ignore everything else and just give it your all. That should make you want to go even harder because nobody believes in you. Just block it out, right? They had come back around when I first started trading and I had made a little money in the market. I had a class in person, right? I was just trying to get people, around to come to trade. I had 3 people show up. 3 people. 3 people. I only had 3 people show up, right? 3 people show up. Now, if I do something like that, it's gonna be like 4,000 or 5,000 at the door, right? So you have to understand, a lot of people are not gonna believe in you until you actually do it, right? And you have to believe in yourself. Some of you guys don't believe that you can make this a career. Like some of you guys legit don't believe that you can make trading a career. Like you like, yeah, I want to be profitable. Yeah, I want to do all the things, but you don't actually believe that this is actually a thing, right? You might say, I want to learn, but you don't actually believe it. See, when I started trading, I believed that like at some point I'm gonna be that person able to make 50K in a day. I'm gonna be that person. I believe that way before it even happened, right? So you got to believe in yourself before you want anybody else to believe in you. Hearing the feedback definitely helps. I feel like I know areas I went wrong just off of it. Yep. How do you take calls and puts at which point of the breakout? Wicks could trick us. No. So there's different ways to look at breakouts, guys. There's different ways, and I'm gonna teach you guys breakouts. We're not gonna get too deep into that, but overall, if you take calls and puts at a breakout, it has to have so many other factors because of, I don't like breakouts, right? And we get more into detail on this, but I don't like breakouts all the time. And the reason why is because more than likely, a lot of breakouts end up, reversing, right? A lot of the times, because you got to understand the way I trade is I trade the opposite of what people are taught. A lot of people are taught to buy the breakout, right? A lot of people are taught that, right? So if everybody is taught to buy the breakout and 90% of traders aren't profitable, then why am I doing that like the other 90%? Like what will make me any different from doing it just like everybody else that aren't profitable? What will, like, just because I got do some, like, what else am I doing, right? So I had to realize that I had to find a different way to trade breakouts. So now I use other confluences and every other thing. The way the candle looks, is it a strong candle? Is it a choppy candle? How did the breakout look before it? Was it a clear pattern before it broke? Was it even a pattern before it broke? Is there volume behind it? Is the market pushing with the breakout? What time of the day it is? Because a lot of times breakouts don't like to happen intraday. They either gonna happen in the beginning of the day or the end of the day. Intraday, they might or might not. So it's all other factors, and I'm definitely gonna help you guys identify those factors. But overall, I don't like buying breakouts. That's just me personally. I will buy them though. I just don't prefer buying breakouts. If I'm not in before breaks, then I wait on the retest. Thank you. I messed up today. Guys, I messed up today in Tesla puts too. And actually, sometimes I will take, which I'm still working on myself. I'm transparent, right? This is a mental game, right? Sometimes I was actually, this is how the Tesla trade even went. So I was actually bullish on Tesla because Tesla was in the demand zone on a daily time frame, and Tesla like it was about to create a double bottom. So I wanted to buy Tesla calls in the first place. So I came down to the lower time frame to get a better entry because we know that Tesla, oh man, they be pulling back and all that. So I came to the lower time frame to get an entry, and we were flagging, right? So I knew we were in demand zone, but we were flagging on the lower time frame, and I still took puts because I wanted to take puts because it was breaking the flag to the downside. But we were in the demand zone, so it literally just chopped around, held that zone, and then broke back up to the upside. But that was my fault because I knew that though, and I just was trying to I went against my rules, and that's why I tell people, you have a set of rules. Is if you follow those rules, you will be all right in life. You'll be all right in this game. You will last in this game. The minute you break your rules, shit hit the fan, right? Every time it hits the fan, every single time, right? So you have to understand, you're going to, when we start this, we're going to set a set of rules, and you're going to follow them. And once you break your rule, you know the consequences of it. See, the difference between me is when I break my rules, I actually lose. But sometimes people break their rules and they win, and that's like the worst thing that can happen. You go against your rules and you still win. So now you're going, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be more likely to break your rules more times because you done won before. Me personally, every time I break my rules, I lose. I don't know what it is. I mean, if I tell myself I'm not going to trade again, if I tell myself I'm not going to trade or whatever, anytime I break a rule that I already set for myself, I'm going to lose. So that's just me. I like this question right here. How many hours a day should we dedicate to learn trading? So me personally, I guess that depends on your lifestyle, right? My lifestyle is, I'm gonna just see if anybody have a similar lifestyle. I get up about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I trade. I That's pretty much it. I probably go hang with the family or something like that after the market, go hang with friends. Then normally if I have this mentorship or anything going on or just classes in general, I come make a class, and then afterwards I probably go out to eat or something, right? So I have a pretty simple life. So I'm able to have that time throughout the day to study. But like, let's say that you have work, guys. What a lot of people that I meet do is any free time they have, they do it. They make sacrifices so they can be able to live the life that they want, right? On your off days, I know people on their off days that literally they dedicate that whole off day to studying. They don't want to go out with friends. They don't want to party. They just want to sit here and they want to continue to learn, right? And those are the people that you see in a couple of years are the ones that actually make it through this trading game. But it all starts with sacrifice. And I'm not here to say don't live your life, because I swear I had a person tell me this. Well, Jay, how I'm gonna live life, how I'm gonna have fun. Right now, guys, you're trying to learn one of the hardest skills in the world. There's no fun right now. You can have the fun once you get to that point where you're making $50,000 in a day, or a week, a month, or whenever, a year, right? That's when your fun start. That's when your fun start. We live life on that end, right? I'm only 22 years old, and I can tell y'all right now, when I was about like 19 or whatever, I ain't did nothing until I was 22, right? I just started traveling this year. I didn't travel last year. I dedicated all that time to this, right? So you have to understand, guys, you have to think the same way, right? You gotta sacrifice a little bit, delayed gratification, right? Put in that time now. I don't care how old you are. Put in that time now. So that way it don't take you that long. I'm not gonna say like trading. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real transparent. You only gonna, it's only gonna take as long as you want it to be, right? I got some people that say, well, Jay only been trading for 3 years, and how did he do that? Right. Well, I mean, I put in the time. Some people might take it slower. They might see the green light in about 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. I've seen a profitable trader in 6 months, living his best life in 6 months. So it's only what you take, right? It's only what you put in. That's what you're going to get out. And I'm not lying. I'm not kidding. If y'all want to go on Instagram, his name is Albert Trades. I've never seen a trader, didn't know nothing, and then 6 months is 6-figure trader, right? He put in the time. Some people gonna get it faster than others. That's fine. Let me see. His name is Albert Trades. Forgot how you said. Put y'all on him. Albert Trades. Something like that. It's like something like that. Yeah. I feel like me being a math major helps me grasp the charts quickly. Yeah. Like, guys, I'm being honest with you guys. Like, I'm going to keep it 100% with you guys. The charts are not the problem when it comes to trading. The charts are not the problem. I'm telling you right now. And once you realize that, you're going to see what I'm talking about. I can teach you charts, right? By the time the end of all of this, everybody going to know how to do charts. The next thing is the mental game. It's the discipline, right? I can teach anybody how to, oh, you buy a bull flag here. I can teach you, oh, you put support and resistance here. It's going to come down to your mindset and risk management, right? And your discipline. If you tell yourself that you're not going to do something when the market is closed, then why do you do the opposite when the market is open? This is what I tell my mentees. Like, you literally will tell me, hey, I'm not doing this. And then as soon as the market open, you go do the thing that you said you weren't going to do. That's the real problem. Anybody, you sitting right here, say, yeah, Jay, like, I ain't never going to do that again. And then when the market open, there it goes. You go right back down that path. You go right back down that path. That's how you tell yourself, you know, I'm on a diet. I'm not going to eat no more fried food. And then they put a fried piece of chicken in front of you, you eating it, right? You have to understand, guys, you got to be disciplined. This is a disciplined game. The people that are the most disciplined are the ones that win. I told myself I was never going to play earnings again. I ain't played them since, right? I ain't played earnings since. Even when it looks so good, I ain't played them since. Yep, trading the zone definitely helped me. I know I'm coming for some people right now. My bad, y'all. But I gotta put it out there. I gotta put it out there. When the market open, you want to be a totally different person. Literally says you weren't gonna YOLO your whole account. Next trade. As soon as the market open, you like, man, it's a nice setup. Man, this gotta hit. I'm at the 100%. I'm about to double my account. There he goes. It's just you keep repeating the same thing. Now look at you. Just like I told myself this week, I never take another call out ever again in life, no matter how good the games look. Nope, not taking it. Right. If you tell yourself, like, I'm not taking nobody else call out, only my trades. And then I call out another trade, you see a banger, see another banger, then you happen to jump in that trade and you lose. Look, you weren't disciplined. I hate that it happened to you, but you weren't disciplined. You said you weren't gonna do it, so you shouldn't have did it. Yeah, if you a trader that, and I'm gonna be honest, if you're a trader that, you know, you taking trades blindly or whatever, and you noticing yourself losing a lot, that is a strong indication that you need to stop taking other people's trades and take your own. I was the same way. I kid y'all not. When I first started trading, I literally thought somebody can signal my way to the riches. I thought that. I literally thought, like, I can follow a trader and they can make me rich. Right? Now, I will say there's a difference though. If I'm calling a trade, right, and you know how I trade and you agree with me and we both agree on it, that's different. But if I'm just calling a trade and you just taking it solely and you don't understand why I'm calling it, then you shouldn't be doing that, right? Now, if we agree on the same thing, why not? That's money, right? But that's like how I do it. So like I have friends that are profitable, very profitable. I don't never take their trades, ever. I don't care what they're talking about. Now, there's been times where we didn't agreed on it, right? And those be the best trades. When everybody agree on the same thing, they're like, yeah, I see that. Then them be the best trades. But other than that, I'm not. That's the whole point, guys. I don't want to be you follow my trades, right? I want to show you why I took this trade. If it won, why did I win? What did I see? How did I see? I want to teach you how to trade for yourself. That is my job. That is what I like doing. I don't like, for me personally, I don't really like signaling. I hate that. Like, if we being honest, that messes up my trading because now I'm not able to trade my plan because I'm thinking about other people's money. If we're being honest, I don't like signaling because the pressure is adding. Trading is already too much down pressure. So just having thousands of people in a trade with you that took it because of you and their money's on the line as well, that adds more pressure on me. I'm just being honest, right? I'm just being honest. But I do like when people make more money, but overall, I don't like that. So I'd rather teach you how to trade. And then later on down the road, if I say call out a trade and you see the same thing, we agree on it, why not take it? But yeah, I was the same way because I used to take, oh man, I ain't even gonna put them out there, but I used to take, not in none of these group chats. I used to be in another chat a long time ago. I kid you not, he would literally post a trade, bro. I'm telling you, like, it's like every time I took the trade, I literally, it was like all the trades I didn't take were winners, and the ones that I took were losers. Every single time, every single time. It never failed. It never failed. Like, I never forget, I blew my damn account on Amazon. Boy, I was so mad. I lost $10,000. And man, and I I was just like, damn, like this messed up, bro. I just seen this dude 1,000% a trade, bro. Then I get in, and this the trade that goes negative 100. How the hell? Like, he just 1,000%, 10 trades in a row. I don't take none of them. Or if I do take it, that's the trade that I throw one contract in. But the trade that I go ahead and put the house down, that be the one that go to shit every single time. Every single time. I legit will see it. Every single time. I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. Every single time. It had never failed. Never failed. But I feel like it happens for a reason, right? Like, your calling is not to be following somebody else. It's for you to actually learn how to do it yourself, right? I feel like that because not everybody is meant to be a trader. Let's be honest. Let's put that out there. Not everybody is meant to be a trader. So I feel like if you're going through that, then it's not meant for you to be doing that. It's meant for you to actually be an independent trader, trading yourself. Literally. But any more questions? I ain't here to give y'all a whole preach. But yeah, blowing your account on someone's one bad trade and they, bruh, I'm telling you, kid y'all not. I look at it and they'd be like, yeah, I'm 98%. I'm 98% on the week. And I'm like, well, damn. I took the little 2% that you, I blew my account on the little 2%. But so my question, I don't know if I don't remember your question because I ain't see it. I ain't see it. But yeah, guys. So even for the people that signed up for something, the mentorship or whatever, not here to sell nothing. Um, it's not a signal. I don't even signal there. Maybe every now and then, but I don't signal. How do you find affordable options for small accounts? So I will definitely teach you guys this. How do I find? But I'll give you something a little brief. First, I don't like buying too far out the money, right? Some people, they will buy very far out the money just so they can afford it. I don't like that. I hate that, right? I look at stocks that has great contracts for small accounts. I got a list on my Instagram, but that's how I find affordable contracts. Now I'm also introducing debit spreads to everybody. So those help as well. Like, for example, we took a debit spread yesterday. It didn't work out in our favor, but overall it was only $51 and it could have made us $450. So the risk to reward was pretty good on that one. We did. I didn't hold it, but we did have a Baba debit spread swing, and that went 411%. And we only paid what was it, $89 for that, and then it went all the way up to whatever 411% is. So it's Jesla Trades. I'll put it in here. I have a couple of fake pages from people, so just find the one. Lawrence is following me. Just find that one. The link is in my Instagram bio, and it's information on Telegram. But yeah, just go to my Instagram, all the information there. But yeah. So as far as small accounts, guys, yeah, just check out the debit spread video. That definitely will help grow small accounts. Yeah, I know I'm a small account advocate. I love, helping people with small accounts. That's kind of, they need the most help. People with big accounts, they'll be all right. But I'll still help you guys. It's just the trades. I'm putting it in the chat, guys. Is there? Yes, there's some spots left. Yes. My team will let me know when there's no more spots. I can ask them in a minute how many left, but there's spots left. They haven't said anything yet. They normally warn me like, "Oh, you only got 10 spots left." Guys, I don't handle any of the mentorship stuff. I don't have. My job is to teach like that. I'm the trader, so they handle all the behind the scenes. I think the number was 50. Yeah, 50. I think it was like 50. So Um, let me see, because I know they got the same pages. He said I see like 4. Yeah, I told you it's like 4 on there. Yeah, it's they all got the same picture. Just look at the one that Lawrence is following. I have, and just if you just go through all 4 of them, it's kind of clear which ones are fake pages because like my posts are recent, and I actually got like likes and stuff like that. And I'm only following 280 people, if that helps. That's what I did yesterday. I've been saying, yeah, everybody keeps saying that. I don't know why I would look at that. Um, that's what I did yesterday. Took an Exxon put spread 44, it went 100. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Small accounts. Look what they just said. Look, they took a Exxon put spread for $44 and it went 100%. Right, small accounts. We're going to be using debit spreads. We have to. We have to use debit spreads. That is a great way to grow your account at very low risk, right? And understand, guys, where it say on the thing where it say on TradeStation, probably look up a video, and see if they got a video on TradeStation. True, Exxon went 1,114, right? Good job. We're gonna be definitely using debit spreads because that max profit. This is something I just found out where I say that max profit is not like accurate. You actually can make more, and I didn't know that until now. That max because it's constantly changing. But Exxon did go crazy. If you would have held CVX from when we actually traded it, it went crazy. So definitely going to be utilizing debit spreads a lot more often, just for small accounts. It's gonna go crazy, guys. We're gonna have so much fun with debit spreads. So once I found that out, I had to go find a way to tell y'all. So definitely. Yep, I like using Robinhood for debit spreads. That's the only one that I can do it. But I go over, trust me, I'm gonna go over debit spreads again. I'm learning it from different platforms as well. But the Robinhood is like the easiest one. And it's, most people with Robinhood, they got small accounts. So, put a little $1,000 in there and we only do debit spreads. Pretty much can get that account up to about 10K. It won't take that long if we do everything correctly. Is that for mentees or it's for everyone? Everyone. I'm starting a new account again next week with Toucan, Robinhood, or TOS. Which one do you think is better? I will recommend TOS is better. Just because you're able to have a cash account. I would definitely recommend TOS over Robinhood. But like my Robinhood is only when I got like little money to spare and just, kind of just want to swing something. I actually become a pattern day trader on all my accounts. So when I got on my accounts that are not cash accounts on Robinhood, I think you can create up to 5 on TOS or even more. I'm not sure. I know somebody with 5 though. So I think 5. What's the advantage of the mentorship? I apologize. So like guys, I'm not a salesman, just kind of like when it comes to the mentorship, the real advantage is, I do all my classes live. I don't really have like a time frame when it comes to things like this. Like I kind of just like teaching, and then if I feel like everybody don't understand something, then I'm always willing to, do some extra stuff or whatever it needs to take. For example, I actually just found out. I thought my last mentorship started in April. It actually started in February, and it was supposed to end 3 months after February. So February, March, April. It was supposed to end in April, but it is now July. Wait, is it July yet? No, it's June. My bad. It's June, and we're still in the mentorship, and we're still going to be in it for probably the rest of the year. So the reason why is because I just don't like people to say, "Hey, I learned from Jay," and they're not profitable, right? I just can't. I can't. I just can't let that go. I can't. Like, I just can't let somebody that say they learn from me and they're not profitable. So anything that I have to do to help them be profitable, and I have a team, so it's not just me, right? Understand? It's not just me. I have a team, right? The next one starts July 7th. Would be, yeah, July 7th. So that's the next one. If you're on a Zoom, if you can't make it in the first spots, just give me like if you try to make it, and the spots are filled. If you're on this Zoom, obviously you are in BWSO or you're in the actual mentor. Actually, only BWSO should be in here. And if you like can't make it at the moment or you can't do it and the spot's filled up, just DM me and that's fine. It's 250. But yeah, like I said, I just like to teach. I put out the class schedule already. You see everything that's on there. That's a little thing. I'm not gonna speak about it too much. You're just gonna have to see, right? You're just gonna have to see. If you want to, you can ask the mentees that are already there. They'll tell you what it is. The class schedule is on my Instagram story where you have the link, and I also can post it again if you want to, just a clean chart of it. But yeah, but I'm confident in what I do, right? So I ain't gonna talk too much about it. I'm confident in what I do. I haven't got any bad reviews on far as my trading, and just teaching it, right? I haven't got any bad reviews. My mentees seem to be getting it perfectly and go from there. Yeah, I'll post it again for you guys. Let me start this recording though.